Can you tell me, it's interesting you just mentioned things about stamp duty and solicitors' fees and all those sorts of things, right? So if I'm borrowing money to buy a property, let's say we'll use $400,000 again as a purchase price, is it just $400,000 that I'm borrowing? What else is included in the borrowings? Because there's a little bit more attached to it, isn't there?
Yes.
So I'm not only looking at the purchase price of the home, what other things do I need to consider that are going to add on to my expenses and costs at the end of the day?
Well, let's leave first home buyers out of it. First home buyers, there is grants if you buy brand new houses. So let's leave that out of it. Anybody else who's buying an existing home have to pay roughly 5% of the purchase price in a whole pile of fees. They range from government fees for stamp duty, they range from solicitors' fees for doing the conveyancing, they consist of other stamp duty transfer fees.
Right.
There's another fee called lender's mortgage insurance.
Yeah.
There's another fee, the fees can keep on going. Bank application fees. There's another fee called a rate lock fee.
Wow.
So you've got to allow at least 5% to cover the basic fees. But that mortgage insurance could take that figure way over. And it depends again on how much saving you've got or how much equity you've got decides how much that mortgage insurance fee is.
Right. It's interesting you say when you're adding all these fees, how much of a difference does it make to my lifestyle, to my repayments or the life of the loan? If I'm thinking about saying, well, look, I know that the purchase price is $400,000, then I've got the stamp duty, as you said, then I've got mortgage lender's insurance on top of that. So it may be that I've got roughly $420,000 would be my overall loan. So how does that affect me in terms of my loan repayments, or does it lengthen the loan or the life of the loan? How does it work there?
Well, if you did a comparison of $400,000 loan compared to a $420,000 loan, it would make a difference in your repayment.
Yep.
Most loans now are done over a 30-year term, and that's the average now for all loans. So you wouldn't extend the term because you've probably taken it to the maximum anyway. So really you have to be prepared to pay more repayments, and the higher the loan to value ratio is a magic word, and it means LVR, and it means how much risk has the bank got. If anyone borrows more than 80% of the purchase price, this mortgage insurance fee jumps in. If you don't borrow more than 80%, you don't have that fee. So therefore, you really only just have to allow 5% to cover costs. But if you wanted to put the mortgage insurance, it definitely increases your repayment and therefore more money out of your pocket.
Right.
So the more money you put in, the cheaper your repayments.
Okay, so if you're borrowing, when you mentioned that word LVR, loan to value ratio, so if you're borrowing more than 80% of the purchase price of the property that you're going to buy, then the lender's mortgage insurance, which is obviously the guarantee that the bank has securing that against that loan, that kicks in. But if you're under that, so that example that we used about a buyer that had an equity in their home, so let's say they had more than 20% deposit to put down, it wouldn't come into play within that loan.
Exactly right.
Got it.
Either the equity or the